Drunk driving on a Wednesday with 3 in the MPV.
No face cam today. I'm too lazy to edit that. But my name is Xavier Bronx Halo Fernandez, and today I'm gonna have an in-depth discussion on all 211 Wii Sports CPU Miis. I'm ranking every single one of them from worst to best in this video, starting with Takumi. And he's my least favorite for not only being ugly as hell, but he's essentially a troll in everything I play against with him. Also, we party. But the main reason I have him this low is because my number one Miis is Shinosuke. You guys already know that. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't care. Shinosuke would be a baseball champion on Sakura's team if it wasn't for this ugly ass Asian dude taking his spot. And then next I got Sakura. Sakura makes me ashamed to be a black person for real. So I hate Sakura for two reasons. She made the decision to put Takumi on her team instead of Shinosuke, which is L decision. And then one time, it was like in 2010 or something, and I don't care if it was 13 years ago, I was playing swordplay, and this black ass bitch was trolling my ass the entire game. I was just 4 years old, and I was beating every opponent before I got to Sakura. She's a swordplay troll. I basically had the first mental breakdown of my life to Sakura, basically, with that swordplay incident in 2010 or 11. Next, I got burned. Back in my day, I was active Miiverse user when it was a thing, and that place was shit. It was awful. If you listen to my song Moderator Madness, you know how much I hate online chat moderators. This nigga right here was a moderator on Miiverse. He's the reason it was so shitty over there, giving me false bans and shit. Next over here, I got Jinna. I know 208 is really low, but I do not like this Mii based off the fact that she looks like Sakura. Ziyu Ping got a goofy ass name, is also a baseball troll, and also included at the spot with Miis. These women are like 80 years old out here jumping 90 feet in the infield to catch my balls. You ain't built like that, and that's really not realistic. I also dislike Miis because if you watch my first video where I made a tier list in 2020, she kept getting in the way and ruining the video. So I dropped her to living nuisance in that video, and I haven't raised her up since, so she ain't done nothing to deserve getting raised up. Beginner class was my go-to when we partied back in 2012. The reason I did it was because, one, they're easy, even though I was capable of being advanced, but it also had the coolest lineup of Miis. Besides this man right here. I was playing Globetrot once in 2012 with my sister. The other one was Haru we was playing with, and Mike. Mike was targeting my ass the entire game, doing everything in his power to make sure that I lost. So fuck him, and I don't care if that was 11 years ago. I hold beefs, especially with me characters. Next I got Pit and Olga. I feel bad for these two Miis a lot. They only really get hate for their connections to being ripoffs of Matt and Miyu, and I really feel like I should put them higher, but I literally cannot find it in my heart to put them higher, to put them above living nuisance tier. They were literally made to be in this tier. This is their home, living nuisance. They just feel so right at home and correct over here. I cannot put them up, no matter how hard I try. I got Olga down here for being ugly and being a troll in Wii Sports Club. Sure, she's easy to beat, but I'm tired of seeing her ugly ass in every sport I play. Next, I got Pit here for not only being ugly, but being an actual ripoff of Matt. Literally a starter in baseball and tennis just like Matt, but then the boxing champion too. At least he sucks at Wii Party though. So next we got Ikea here for a multitude of reasons. First of all, you're ugly. Let's get that out the way. And I don't know how to pronounce your dumbass name either. Can't tell if it's an I and an L, two L's or two I's. But the reason she as low as she is in this video, because she would have been like in the 180s or 190s without this, but I was scrolling through Discord one day, and I'm on a certain server with a Shinosuke and an Ikea shipper. I'm not gonna name any names, but they know who the fuck they are. So anyways, I hate Ikea and I love Shinosuke, so I didn't support the ship, but it wasn't really bothering me, so whatever. Sunday's upload, you know what I said about the nasty ass screenshots, about the nasty ass screenshots that I showed you? I saw one of these screenshots with Shinosuke and Ikea. It was so nasty that I immediately had to drop this girl over to like, I ain't keeping count in the script, so it's gonna show on the screen, but I immediately had to drop her down. It's not even Ikea's fault that she's this low. It's the fault that Shinosuke and Ikea shipper, but still. By the way, Shinosuke and Ikea shipper, you're a really cool person. I remember I did a Wii Sports Wiki roasting Mii's video, you appeared a lot. Anyways, Nelly is down here for being a fraud. In terms of average skill level of the Wii Sports Resort Miis, she's actually the highest rated, despite being 70 years of age. She doesn't appear in the original Wii Sports, which gives her an advantage in that average skill level category since there's much less room for error. And she has no championships to back up that talk, and to end it off, she's a beginner in Wii Party. And she's ugly, so she's a fraud. This girl's a fraud. She ain't the best one. Next, we're going to the Miis that I just hate for being ugly. Hyunwoo, you're ugly. Bruce, you look like a pedophile. Faustine, I actually have no valid reason to hate you other than the fact that you're popular and I want to be out of the norm. I also think you're ugly. Tekashi 6ix9ine, everybody hates him, and I can see why, because this nigga is generationally ugly as fuck. Eric looks like an ugly math teacher. Jose's ugly. Daisuke from the Wii also looks like a pedophile. Marissa looks like a bowling ball with a wig and makeup. Gabrielle looks like Squidward's house. Shinta looks like an attack helicopter with some eyebrows above his nose. Paula looks like Sakura, so I hate her. Clara looks like a blonde bratty teenager and a really ugly one too. Heejun looks like an Indian scammer. He also looks like the type of guy to like fart at the movie theaters insanely loud, disrupting the entire movie with them loud sounds and that foul stench, and he just laughs about it after. And some shit comes down that fart too, because you can look at this nigga's face, he clearly don't wash his ass. I know you don't wash your ass. You also got Hua over here. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I don't care enough. You look like an ugly transgender. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being transgender, guys. It's just something wrong with being ugly. And that's all the means I like for being insanely ugly. Now for a valid reason for hating a bee, Emily is not only ugly, but she's a baseball troll, an elite baseball troll. The way she pitches, she's almost in cheetah levels. But that's it really. Now back to the ugly people. Haley looks like an ugly ass divorced Dominican mother who'll be leaving bruises on her poor children every night by beating them with chancletas. Ivo looks like an ugly ass bunny rabbit, and he's a baseball troll. Sucking in all these balls in the outfield, no homo. Jesus or Jesus ironically looks like an annoying Christian who's trying to force his religion on me. I'm also tired of seeing his ugly ass in Wii Sports Club. Victor from Wii Sports Club is ugly as fucking a baseball troll too. Then we got this nigga Oscar. I'm tired of seeing his ugly ass in Wii Sports. There's a lot of people I'm tired of seeing their ugly ass in Wii Sports Club, but I'm tired of seeing you in Wii Sports because you're rated low and everything. So I gotta keep playing against this ugly ass bitch ass nigga. Rui Lin is a baseball troll and he got some ugly ass cornrows too. I don't like him. I don't really remember what Alfonso does, but he's ugly, so he's down here. Rainer's ugly, Yun's ugly, Giolon is ugly. And Giolon is also really pointless considering we have a sexy version of her named Zizi, but Zizi sucks too. So having two of them was an L decision. Why do we need two Zizis, Nintendo? Steve is not only ugly, he's also rated low very frequently, so I gotta keep seeing his ugly ass in Wii Sports. And then we get to the first attractive me to appear in this video, Zizi. Every time I play Zizi in tennis, I lose, and it's not because I suck, I know. Everybody else around her skill level I'm capable of beating. Zizi's just a cheater. She be winning in the most unrealistic and unconventional ways, and her name sounds like the title of a 6ix9ine song. She will be down in the 200s with like Sakura and Takumi, I will say, if she wasn't so goddamn fine. Megan is extremely ugly and I gotta keep playing against her because she's rated low and everything. I would say I got her higher than most other people because I do feel bad for her. Nintendo made her shit at everything. She does not deserve that. Dunbar's an ugly ass troll and I gotta keep playing with him because he's rated low and everything. WSR Barbs is just plain hideous along with Pablo. Although I did make this cool image of Pablo, which saves him a bit. Peon is rated low for having his dumbass name. Why does it have to be two peons in your name? Was one just not enough, you selfish ass little bastard? Pedro is ugly and also looks like Merit, who I already dislike. Steph is ugly, Maria's ugly, Hiromas is not only ugly, but looks like Mr. Crocker and is a major troll in Wii Party. Giovanna's ugly, Sophia's overrated and a troll and ugly. Same can be said with Susie. However, another me that falls into this category, who's the absolute worst of ugly overrated trolls in Wii Sports Club, is Merit. She is the absolute worst of the overrated trolls in Wii Sports Club, the most ugliest, and she be trolling the most. I'm tired of playing. It's not like I be losing in tennis, I'm just tired of playing you. And she also be giving me a good fight half the time too. And she's overrated. Enrique looks like an ugly ass Tarzan. I never played him in baseball, but I don't like how he's a champion. It should have been somebody else. Fuck you. Tomoko and WSC David are ugly. Donna's face is too big for her head and she's a tennis troll. Polly's overrated and ugly. Masako's a baseball troll. Alicia is ugly. Cheng Han is ugly and a baseball troll. Whatever the fuck that says. Julia, ugly and a troll. Although she is a me versus me, I got a little bit of respect for that, but you're still ugly and I can't pronounce your name. Jeffrey's a troll in baseball and tennis, and Geraldo is a super troll in tennis. I'm tired of seeing his black ass cheeky grin, and he keeps playing with Zizi, and I hate Zizi. Jesse is infamous around the Wii Sports community for being a baseball troll. Top 1 outfield catcher in MLB history. And then finally Midori. Midori should be down in the, I would put her down in the 200s, but I feel like she's one of those more important me's of the community. She just brings positivity to the community, which is why I have her up here. But she's ugly as fuck, like unnervingly ugly. The way that her eyes stretch across her entire head and the doo-doo green colored hair, that large ass cheeky smile, that shit freaks me out. It used to scare me as a child. She's overrated. Now these are 20 me's that I do not care about at all, and I do not have an opinion on. Moving on, Sandra is at 125 instead of the lower tiers because yes, she's ugly as fuck, but I feel bad for her. She has absolutely no lovers. She deserves some. Although I'm not a lover of her, she has no fans. Everybody hates her. Every ugly me I put down there has some lovers, so I was okay putting them as low as I did. but not this one. Nobody likes her. Jean looks like a cool biker dude. Hiromi from WSC is pretty, although she is old. Tatsuaki is another me I feel bad for because how much this Abby image tarnished his name. I like Marius because he has a funny design, and I don't think Holly is as ugly as everybody says. She's still ugly though. Chica is ugly as fuck, but I have her up here because Chica from Wii Sports on the wiki account is cool, and she doesn't deserve as much hate as she does. Plus, my friend James M557 is a big fan of her. I don't know if I remember the numbers right, but he's James M. Carlos isn't really ugly. Actually, I don't know why I have him up here, but he's cool. Michael is a worthy opponent. Guillermo's design is funny. I like Cole's sunglasses. I respect Anna's championship status. Juice. Gabby has a funny design. Ian is ugly, but he uses the chancleta on table tennis. And Delilah is another case of me having no lovers. Everybody hates her, while I think she does not deserve that hate. Abraham is good at Wii Sports, and I think he's cool. He's still a fraud though, but not to the same level as Nelly. I also really like his design. Juliet has a nice design. CO30, and Rui has a cool design. Now to the Miis that I actually like. Kentaro is a baseball troll, but he's iconic and he looks like Big Smoke. Mitsu has a nice design. She was probably cute as fuck when she was younger, but she's like 97 in Wii Sports. That game came out 10 years ago. She probably dead right now, by the way. Same with Nelly. That game came out 14 years ago. They probably dead. Ren is ugly, but she's iconic. Everybody likes her. She even boosted my server once. Dylan looks like Bad Luck Brian and is actually pretty nice compared to everybody ranked around him, such as ZZ and Geraldo. Silky may be a baseball troll, but she looks like Lady Gaga. Suren has a really funny design, and Daisuke looks like Bruno Mars. Ren is cool. Yoshi's related to Abby, Ashley, and Nick. Bowen looks like a karate instructor despite being a troll in tennis. Stephanie is black and blonde. Marco looks like Mario. WSC Chris has a Miiverse account. Masaki is pretty. Jake and Martin has cool sunglasses. Helen is a troll but iconic. Irina is pretty. Bernardo looks like Wally. Kayori and Shui Hui are pretty too. Yuya has an excellent design. George is a dog in Wii Party. Kazuhiro has a funny name misspelling typo. Rachel's iconic. WSR Akira has cool sunglasses. Sho has a good design. Mark is not only purple, but really good at every sport. Star 10 and everything. Repping the purple people. And Andy used to be Matt's boxing champion. Next we got to a me that I actually have more than one sentence to say. I used to really like WSC Akira in 2020. If I made this back in 2020, he would be in the top 20 or something. Unfortunately, he's related to ZZ, which drops him down a lot for me, but he's still cool. I made a fire song about and with Shouta in 2019.
Shouta, baby. Yeah, I like I'm a mole. You make it sore.
I like Massimo because of this one clip.
Jose with blonde hair.
Jose.
Yes. It's all good.
Advanced, I guess. Oh, okay. Me soon? The hell? Marius?
Weird fat hipster.
Okay, I can't. No, I'm not even trying.
Shanghai.
Yeah. No.
Yes. That's fine. Fuck him. He looks like someone from Jackass. Yeah,
Catherine is pretty and iconic, and Steven is literally Stephen Harvey. Sarah is pretty, Fumiko's pretty, Emma's black and blonde, Ryan's iconic, Saburo's cool, Eduardo looks like Chef Hatchet and is a dog in Wii Party. Tommy is iconic, WSC Matt is highly underrated, Leonie is pretty, Franklin looks like Danny Phantom, Ricardo was cheffing it up with me in Utopia once. Gwen Skywalker be taking all the photos. Me and Shohei was some of the best buds in 2012 when I used to play with him with beginner class. Christina's hot, Zekai has a great design, Merrick is cute, Haruka is Haru's mom, Nare is goated at Wii Sports, Master Me and Star 10, and everything but boxing. Everybody thinks she's a fraud because of that entire boxing saga when it was found out she didn't play, but I still like her. She got too much hate out of that no participating in boxing thing, real shit. Monica is Unknown Channel. I remember Unknown Channel used to be cruising around the wiki in 2019 and 20 with a Monica PFP, so I'm gonna forever be a Monica fan. Patrick is a black man who wears pink. Haixiang, I can't pronounce that. I'm American, sorry. He's Haru's brother. Laura is a me versus me. Mia used to be my dog back in 2012. Skip and Pavel are both me versus me's. Luca is pretty. Soda is AI's brother. Victor is one of the most underrated me's in Wii Sports, being a master and highly rated in everything. Patricia is black, wears purple, and has dreadlocks. Sarah is very underrated. She's a tennis champion, but nobody ever talks about her because she keeps getting overshadowed by Elisa. She deserves more love. James Rose looks like Derek Rose and is a bike ref. Hiroshi is a black man with cool sunglasses that wears purple, and so is Jackie, except she's a black woman. She's also better at Wii Sports than Hiroshi. I used to hate Eva back in 2012 because she's ugly, and she's still ugly. But now I love her because not only do I respect that championship status in basketball, but she is high rated in so many sports and arguably the best Mii in Wii Sports. She's iconic. Jihoon has a great design and I use it for a lot of things too. You will see that come up probably in like the summer 2025, unfortunately. Gregory used to be my favorite Mii in 2014. I really like his design and he's the guy in the return challenge for table tennis. Long hair Joe David gave us a laugh in that Poofesher video. Araceli is hot. I remember Fritz being the first CPU I played against in Wii Party. I don't know why I chose Advanced, but yeah, he was the first one I played against and he's my dog. Pierre is the best Mii in Wii Sports, being literally above 600 in everything he plays, and a master Mii, and a baseball champion. I have high respect for him. Alex Cole is a black man who wears pink, has dreads, and looks like J. Cole. Alisa is a Mii Gang legend who's a tennis champion. Really iconic to the community. I love her. I had a friend with an Alisa from Wii Sports Persona who I used to hang out with a lot in 2020. They were really cool. They don't use social media anymore, unfortunately. Rylan is a fucking troll in WSC tennis, and she's also overrated as fuck, but I still love her. This Mii be bringing a positive vibe everywhere she goes, because everybody loves her. Ain't nobody gets angry when they see Rylan, besides me, but I'm Xavier Fernandez. I also remember somebody in the Wii Sports Wiki had a Rylan PFP. Their name was GV Nintendo Amore. They used to be really cool and really active until they mysteriously disappeared in 2017. Wherever the fuck you at, you need to come back. But they were so cool, and for that, I'll be your Ry lover forever. Never Die AI has one of the coolest designs for any Mii character. Black girl with sunglasses W. She reminds me of Garnet from Steven Universe. I also love how her name is only 2 letters. She's always been one of my favorites. Barry has cool sunglasses, is the tennis trainer in WSC, and is the best Mii at Wii Party U. Not only that, he looks like Barbs and Alice, so I love him. Theodore Montero is an OP Mii that I love, and he also wears purple. Zio Tong is up high for looking like Shinosuke, Zio Jian, and Kiko, but she's not as cool as those 3. Yoko is one of the most underrated Miis for having a really good design while also being really good at Wii Sports. Not many people talk about her though. Maximilian is one of my dogs for Mii Gang. Max is a Mii Gang legend. I was friends with a Max persona in autumn 2019. We used to do mad cool things together with our little group of friends with Miyu and Lucia and a whole bunch of other Mii Gang rejects from Poofesher server. But then, on October 10, 2019, Maximilian died to suicide. RIP to him. Millie Yonden is a Mii vs. Mii, the main Mii vs. Mii. I have to rank her high. She is so iconic. I mean, Annabelle is really cute. She's also not a meanie in tennis like everybody around her is, which is why I like her as much as I do. Marie is this high for being hot as fuck. The reason I have her higher than Annabelle is because I think she's hotter than Annabelle, but not only that, everybody loves Annabelle and everybody hates Marie. So I'm gonna be a simp and I'm gonna be a prime Marie defender. I also like playing with her in WSC tennis. Sometimes. She's not good at tennis, but she is really cute. Haru is one of the most overrated Miis in Wii Sports. I know I've been slandering her a lot in my recent videos, calling her an annoying black ass nigga, but I still love her a lot. She's always been one of my favorites. Haru not only has a good design, but she's a Mii Gang legend. Used to be up in my comment section all the time. Used to be popping a mad server in summer 2019. And I used to love playing with her in 2012 in Wii Party. I also like how the only sport she's good at is basketball, while she is also black. Ashley is another Mii character I love a lot. I love her design. I love how she looks like Nick and Abby. She's also unproblematic mainly, but that's all I gotta say for her. Tyronius used to be my dog in 2020. Every time I played the balance boat in Wii Party, I made sure that I was playing with this man. Other than that, he's also great at Wii Sports with a championship and a 500 plus rating in every sport, and is a master. Young, I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I have her this high is because she's hot. Like super duper hot. Literally the most attractive Mii across both consoles, and we could have a heated discussion about that. I don't see, like, Young's the only Mii character in this entire video that I cannot see how anybody can hate her. I don't see how anybody can hate Young since she's not good at Wii Sports. There's no way she's gonna troll you. Literally all she does is just look cute. Joseph is an iconic Mii. This man is in so much promotional material, primarily the Mii creator on the 3DS and Wii U, and he's the only Mii from that era to be featured in Wii Sports. That's mad cool. He also looks like my uncle named Joseph. I call him Joseph Fernandez. Nickery Simmons is one of my favorite Miis because of something I've been writing with him for 2 years. But other than that, baseball champion, respect that status, and he's also related to Abby Ashley, and I ship him with Miyu. And speaking of Abby, she's next. Abby is a Mii Gang legend. Used to be friends with an Abby persona on Discord. She was on Professional server and we used to be chatting a lot. They even promoted her to moderator as a joke. Another Abby boosted my server. Other than that, Abby's one of the most iconic Miis because of Professor. Everybody loves her. Shout out to her, although she is a baseball troll. Zio Jian is up here for being a star 10 in everything and a Mii vs. Mii and being Shinosuke's son. What more could you ask for? Kiko is Shinosuke's sister. I also like her because of Wii Sports Wiki. She has a lot of fans there that are really cool. Ian Rules and the old Kiko from Wii Sports account in 2020. The Wii Sports Wiki really carries her to this ranking. Vincenzo is the bicycle coach. That immediately makes him awesome. Mizuho is not only really attractive, but is star 10 in every sport. I don't know if every sport. I don't know what she is in boxing. She's not star 10 in boxing. And there was also a Mizuho from Wii Sports Persona on the wiki in 2020. She was very cool. I will say Mizuho, overrated as fuck, but I still got her in my top 10. Miguel Skywalker is the coolest man on Woohoo Island. He flies the plane. He has a cool sunglasses design too. I always imagined him as the richest man on Woohoo Island, and then he's the owner of all the travel services and shit on the island too. Lucia is another Mii Gang legend. Block used to be hot in autumn 2019 with her and Miu. Not only that, I really like her design, really iconic. I would have her at 4 if she wasn't a troll in Wii Sports and a certified table tennis cheater. I ain't played her in table tennis yet, but I've seen the clips. To kick off the top 5, I got Mii Gang legend Barbs from Wii Sports Club. So I got her up here not only because how iconic she is, all the professor shit and all the tennis championship, but she's another Mii Gang legend. In December 2019, back on Professor server, Mii Gang was dead as hell. The only 2 people were me, Shinosuke, and Barbs from Wii Sports Club. Barbs was a really fun person. She was a Nintendo nerd too. I loved her. She mysteriously disappeared from Discord on January 16, 2020, unfortunately. And I do think Barb's design is overrated. The way her eyes stretch across her entire head is unsettling. But I'm still a huge fan of her. But I'm an even bigger fan of her sister, Alice from Wii Sports. Alice is up here because while I have more memories of Barb's and she's more iconic, Alice keeps getting overshadowed by Barb's. Alice is also a tennis champ with Barb's, but it feels like Barb's gets much more credit for that and is much more famous. Not only that, Alice is so much prettier than Barb's. Alice is fine as hell, second most attractive Mii across both consoles, besides behind Young, and she wears purple. To me, Alice is just so much more likable than Barb's, and I feel she's a bit underrated. So because of that, I have Alice as 4th, and I'll always have her above Barb's. I just cannot find it in my heart to have her below Barb's. 3rd is Mii Gang legend Miyuka. Miyuka was actually the first Mii I ever added to the Mii Gang Hall of Fame. Miyu was always one of my favorites to start off, and I was always a fan of her design. She never been a troll in any sport either, besides like maybe baseball. And not only that, she's a baseball champion, immediate respect for that status, and she wears purple, essentially perfect. But the main reason I got Miyu all the way up here is because back in September 2019 when I joined Professor server, there was a person with a Miyu from Wii Sports Persona there. This has to be one of the top 10 most awesome people I've ever met. Miyu from Wii Sports was such a fun and positive person in the small community we was in. A whole bunch of Mii Gang members that Professor server didn't like. I was the only one they liked, by the way. Miyu worked so hard to make the community as fun as it was. That old Mii Gang server from 2019 is deleted now, but still. But she was there, she was active. I used to love talking to her too. She lived in the UK, so I used to be trapping on Discord at late nights waiting for her to come online. Miyu was such a positive to the community, and she was a big supporter of my content too. Unfortunately for Miyu, her account was banned on November 18, 2019 because she was an athletic server raider. I have not seen her since, and I miss her sincerely. I also reference her in so many songs because of that, because I never see her again. I never seen that Miyu from Wii Sports ever again. Miyu is a Mii Gang legend, and for that, I will forever have her in my top 3. Speaking of Mii Gang legends, we got Matt from Wii Sports. Matt is second because he is so iconic to the community. His influence was generational. Without him, our game wouldn't be as active and popular as it is in today, 2023. This game would have died off in like 2018 or something. This community never would have reached its prime in 2019 to 20 without Matt. So because of that, I have him really high. But the reason that he's number 2 is because of Mii Gang legend Matt from Wii Sports. Matt from Wii Sports is the man who made me a Mii Gang member, the man who started Mii Gang, the reason who I am today. The reason my YouTube channel is as great as it is, the reason my personality is what it is, and his YouTube channel is awesome. So because of that man, I got him at number 2, and he's gonna be my number 2 forever. And my number 1 forever is my number 1 forever, also because of Matt. That's Shinosuke from Wii Sports. When I joined Mii Gang for the first time on August 25, 2019, Shinosuke was the one I chose. After that, until 3 years later, I repped that Shinosuke persona so hard, I was fighting for Mii Gang on Professor server with that PFP all alone with goddamn Barbs. That's why Barbs is so high too. Because of that, Shinosuke is literally me, Xavier Fernandez. He gotta be number 1. I built my persona for 3 years of my life around him. While I don't rep Shinosuke anymore, he's still my favorite. I look at all these cool Shinosuke PFPs I got, because I used to make it my PFP all the time. I also like getting creative with my PFP. Some album cover edits I got of him. Anyways, that's it for the top 211 Miis and Wii Sports. This video is pretty long, but who should be ranked higher, who should be ranked lower? Join my Discord server Mii Gang so we could talk about these Mii characters together. Goodbye.